with technology here. I had a little bit of, I've been having some trouble with technology, and I've been having a lot of autocorrect issues, people. Like a lot. Not just like the last few days. I'm talking about like the last like 6 years essentially. I've had a lot of bad autocorrect moments. I've had a lot of funny autocorrect moments. I've had the ones that just simply don't make sense. Today was another example of one of those moments. So earlier, so I was on my way back from work, and I gave Whitmer a call, just talk about the podcast and whatnot, and for whatever reason, I got the one Family Guy scene stuck in my head where Peter is asking, "Oh, do you know have you heard what the word is?" And then I don't know if you were just going along with it. I'm assuming you were. And then, but
I was.
yeah, okay. I'm just making sure, like, oh, I have not heard. And then I started singing the bird is the word, and all I hear is a heavy, heavy sigh from Mike, and he hangs up. But so then later, no, I texted him. I said, honestly, I was like, I love that you hung up because I'm calling Brian and we're going to destroy that record. Obviously, like a callback to the episode. I said, sounds good,
A little bit,
Stevie.
but you also could have said, "Oh, I'm actually calling Babs, and we're going to come and destroy that record."
That's true. So I meant, I just realized something else.
Oh no, was there another one in there?
Oh no, no, because I'm all over the place. I had a long day. No, but anyway, so I said, sounds good, Stevie. I meant to say Stewie, obviously. And I even called myself, I said, damn it. And knowing you, I was like, he's going to poke fun at me. So I said, I jumped ahead on. I said, okay, we're starting a segment about autocorrects. And then before the podcast, Mike goes, you
Stevie.
said Stevie twice. I'm like, wait, what? So I looked, and sure enough, I was trying to correct myself. I said Stevie again. Not the worst one I've had. Definitely not the worst. I've had a lot worse than that.
Oh yeah, whenever either one of us has any type of autocorrect error, you know what's coming. The next text is going to be
Oh,
someone
literally, it's just
responding.
someone busting your chops
Yeah.
about it. Um, I've had some very interesting ones. There's this one.
Oh, what was the one we had? We had a good one the other day that we kept going with.
Oh no, I feel like it will take
That
a
was
while
mine.
to
It
go
wasn't
back.
yours. It was mine. I know what it was. Continue while I could look this up.
All right, you can look, but I've had a lot of them over the years. I, I I don't know how, because the worst part is like when I go to type something that's been in my phone for a long time and it still happens. That's what concerns me. It's like, no, this is what I mean. I think there was one autocorrect I had years ago. I was texting my dad,
I have another
and
text I'd like to bring up too, just because I find it funny.
oh
It
no,
was between us. I have continue.
oh man. Well, all right, what do you got?
No, continue. You had to finish
Oh
yours talk
man,
before I can get to mine.
oh man. All right, anyway, and basically, I forget. Obviously, it doesn't help that I forget, but I went to text him something like, "Oh, like that there's like a lot of something, or just like there's this," and then it auto corrected to like, "There's X." I'm like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Oh no, just no." And I texted him, I'm like, "Nope, not what I meant." Oh, one of the funnier ones actually. One of the really funny ones. This happened at my technically previous job. Um, so we would send out shift reports, all the time and everything, just updating, like how the shift went and everything like that. And not only decent to your team members, part of the team includes both of my bosses. And I was getting ready to hit send. Luckily, it's still in drafts. And my coworker goes, Jeff, take a look at the report you're about to send. I'm like, okay. And I realized there's a mistake, and okay, no, that's fine. And they're like, nope. Oh, I mean, well, yeah, there's that too, but keep reading. I almost hit send about the shit report,
Nice.
but it gets worse.
Did he actually send it?
I forgot. I actually sent it to one person, and it was one of my bosses. So right away, I email her like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm like, this is an autocorrect. My bad. I obviously meant shift report." She goes, "Honestly, I would have never even noticed if you didn't say anything because I didn't even notice they said that." I'm like, "Of course."
You're not gonna notice that.
Well, I don't know how they.
It says shit in the middle of the thing.
Well, no, like it's mentioned. I don't know. It's mentioned somewhere on the email. I don't know if it's like the actual subject of the email or like the actual like just like something on the shift report. It's a shit report, of course. But she I guess she was having one of those days where she was exhausted, just browsed over it because I don't think she really read.
I'm not interested in the shit report.
Yeah. Right. So, but no. So right away, I was like, you know what? My coworkers need laugh. So I go, yo guys, see how you stopped me from sending a shit report earlier? Yeah, I did it by accident anyway, and they were losing it. Like they thought it was the funniest thing. I was like, well, you're welcome. So that those were some of the better ones. All right, Sir Whitmer,
So
what do you got
this
for
one
us?
that I had, it wasn't bad. It was one of those where,
It
you
was
know
just
how if you
funny.
say LOL, but instead you put 3 L's, so it's LLL.
Oh, that's
So
right.
Saturday when we were trying to figure out our whole hockey podcast, you were talking to me about Patrick Laine, hockey player for people who don't know, um, about like a 1 year deal and everything, and it got to because you're like you said, isn't Laine going to be an RFA still after next year? It's like, yeah, that's the only thing. If you bring him back, then you're essentially probably gonna have to extend him. And they said, right. It's like, way to pull a Toby and ruin my fun. thinking of having a line A shot in the team, LLL, and then you laughed and you said, Team 3, interesting. I said,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't. I don't see him on Team 1 or 2. Team 3 seems right, but Team 3 got it. Yeah.
yeah, that was one of my favorites. I like that one. Oh, I love it.
And then the other one came that
Yeah,
same
what's the other
day.
one that
It
I'm
came.
scared of now?
You should be.
Oh no.
So after we got done that podcast, and the best part about that is not just that, but I'll get to it in a second actually. So after we got done the podcast, I had talked to you about how The Office was on, and I came back, The Office was still on. It's like after we were trying to, because the client episode was on, they were talking about baby
Yeah,
back ribs that I wouldn't like an awesome blossom. Awesome. Said,
yeah,
I said, question. He said, yes, Dwight. And I said, oh, well, what should the title be? He said, let me think. And then I said that I showed the thinking emoji. He said, Wild and Coyotes, 2 laughing faces. And I'm like,
oh no,
Wile E.
I forgot
Coyote.
about this.
And I said, what's Wile E. Coyote? He said, from like Looney Tunes, like, oh, this dude. I thought you meant and then it said, I thought you meant the other Wile E. Coyote.
Right,
At
and
this
right when
moment,
he
Jeff
said
noticed,
that,
yeah,
right when he
damn you,
said that, I
damn
go,
you,
oh,
Whitmer.
I realized he is being sarcastic. Like again, it was one, because like, and this is why I hate texting, because you can't tell when someone's sarcastic over text. You literally can't tell. Point taken. And he goes, "Oh, I guess sarcasm doesn't translate well over text." I'm like, "Yeah, no duh." Oh God, I'm just
And then
glad Brian
after
was
that,
in.
this is even better. After that,
Man,
we were literally watching The Office at the same time when it was on TV, and we were going back and forth on quotes from the episode from the Booze Cruise episode.
Bruce Cruz.
And it's funny because I spent the thing that just real quick. I'll get to it later. Talk about my updates later, but because we're still in the middle of our conversation about autocorrects.
Yes.
But that's the better ones. Is when you can keep it going.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
it's one of
And
the like it's one thing to like if you're sending it to some like what that's not one of us like me or Brian or Matt or Tommy or one of us or Dan
or, yeah,
and
or
you're just
like,
like gonna
or
shit
you
or you're
send it
just
to your
gonna
boss.
if you send it to your boss or something where like you're just gonna go back and forth, you're gonna give them a little crap here and there for what they from the autocorrect versus
Whitmer
if
gives me all the crap in the world for every autocorrect I get or make. He will keep at it. And that's the one thing I will say. You're very persistent with your autocorrect jokes and everything. And so every time there's that rare opportunity, he does the same thing. I give it right back. I'm like, oh,
you
like
have
again,
to.
like the team three. I love team three.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to. I mean, it's you're not going to do it as much like if you're doing someone who's like some acquaintance or someone you don't really know.
No,
When you do,
you
oh,
can't
sorry,
really.
it's like sorry, I'm at this, and you just let it go. It's what it's
Yeah,
other when it's like when you're friends and he makes something like that and you just keep it going, like that Team 3 thing.
yeah.
But you
So wait,
act
are we
like,
hearing
but
about
you
Team Four
act
at all? What
no.
about Team Four?
There's no Team
No.
4.
All right. Well, you never know.
It's true, but Team 4 never got back to me. So
Well, that's on them.
mm-hmm. When you just keep it going and don't even recognize it or don't even bring it up that it's an autocorrect, you just keep the conversation going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the best
It's
is when you don't even realize you made the autocorrect and you don't get the joke I just made at your autocorrect, and then you have to go back for a second. Oh,
It's definitely happened on more than one occasion with
it
me.
has.
When I don't want to bring up any examples. One, I can't think of any, but two,
No,
let's just
I
leave
can't
the
really
Jeffrey
either.
alone.
Yeah, I
All
can't
right,
really
good.
either.
It's fine.
But
It's
again,
fine. It's
good thing
fine.
back. Yeah, good thing Brian wasn't there for that Wile E. Coyote one because he would have kept it going, and